Oh, God, what am I doing to myself? Hey, everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome back to another episode of Wednesday Night War. I did the worst thing I could do, which was look at the comments and take your advice. um, we're going to do a lot of things to try to spice this up going forward in the next couple weeks. Now, I don't know if we're going to carry this save over to TEW 2020. It may show back up in a different formation. I would love to do a 2-player game with somebody else and kind of rekindle this idea. So keep the lookout for that. I'm scouting for people. So if you're somebody that might be interested in getting on the mic and doing some booking on your own, shoot me at Twitter and let me know that you might be interested. Obviously, I'm going to be talking to some other people too because I think it'd be a lot of fun, be more interesting. But we did some stuff to try to make it a little bit more challenging because I feel like we got AEW on the ropes a little too quickly. So, what are we doing? First of all, someone had a great idea. It was Senna Assad had a great idea, which was a Wheel of Khan. Every time AEW wins, we'll give them a random popularity boost based on something that had happened. So we'll just give them a big boost in a random territory. So basically, it'd be a five pin star wheel, and we'll just spin it and give them a random 5-point popularity boost. It might go 5-10 on each one or something like that. I think that'd be a good idea. The winner of the tag team was Root Beer Milk with 5 upvotes. Tag team should be Bianca Belair and Candice LeRae. An intergendered tag team on a product that hates it. So we're going to do that. Sure. Why not? Yeah, you guys are evil. You guys are so evil. So we're gonna do that. The other thing I did, got some great advice. I forget who it was that gave it to me, so I apologize, but for not giving a shout out. But someone had said to edit the data and make the workers for the booker and the owner's skill set, I think it's under business, at 100. Their reputation and their skill was actually quite low. So I fixed Cody and I fixed Tony Khan and I maxed them out. So I know that the AI in the game's not the best when it comes to competition, but hopefully giving them like Tony was at 10 or something crazy. So we just totally just gave them a big boost and just go boop, done. So hopefully they're going to start to pick some people up and do something. Now, we do have NXT Takeover for our show. Should be pretty good. We have Cole, Dream, and Lethal for the NXT Championship. We have Zack Ryder versus Xavier Woods. We have Zack Sabre versus Matt Riddle. We have Keith Lee versus Bray Wyatt. And do we have... we also have the new Undisputed Era, including the Briscoes wanting Dishonored, which is the old Undisputed Era, in a cage match. So, some stuff. And we got Sasha and Ronda going on. So we got some stuff. No surprises in the booking. Sort of. Maybe one of the matches I'm going to add is going to be a little surprising. We'll see how it fares. Let's go ahead and get over to TakeOver. What is going on in the news before we go? Drew Galloway got divorced. Who was he married to? Was he married to anybody we knew? Ace Mason's gone. Rocky Romero hurt badly. Nothing else going on really. That's fine. check the diary real quick just to see if anything happened while we were simming that might have anything to do with our competitor. And so far, nothing. Hopefully, with their booking, they're gonna do something. The other thing I could do, just as an option to make things a little bit more challenging, is I can always add a second player, and we can do a wheel of hire for AEW, and we can, I can just we can give ourselves a budget as AEW and hire people that would be the best gets for them. Theoretically, they have freaking CM Punk now, so if they use it right, it should go well. Now, we will not have theoretically, we will not have a takeover or a pay-per-view going against us right now, but we will have to wait and see where the next pay-per-view comes in. So we may be saved from the wheel today, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what their schedule is. I don't think their schedule's lined up with ours. All right, let's go ahead and get to it and see what we can do with the show. Now, our broadcast situation is still weird because for some reason we are not on the WWE Network. Whatever, it's fine. Whoa, that's a lot of things going on. Pentagon won a video game tournament. Sounds about right. Ryan Kratz created a great atmosphere backstage and pulled a great rib on the entire locker room. And Rhea Ripley and Scott Taylor. Rhea Ripley forgot to shake someone's hand, had to buy beer. No big deal. Here, I'm just gonna make it a little bit more interesting too. I'm just gonna rib somebody randomly. How about Phoenix? Major prank. Believe it failed to provide any positive or negative effects at all. Okay, well, there you go. Mine as well, I suppose. Where are we going to be? We should be in Philadelphia, so let's make sure we go there. Tri-State would be the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, would be our venue. It's a little big, but maybe we might be able to do a Lyric Hughes Center if that's in the save. It's not, so, well, we are in Philly. We're going to have to... It's just going to be maybe a little too big for what we got, but that's fine. Whatever. All right, let's go ahead and book this show and see what ordeals are happen here. What madness we book. All right, guys, let's look at this shit show. See what we have going on. We started off with a brawl. It's a way to introduce Jay White and give some other people some opportunities to wrestle. John Morrison, Damian Priest, Jay White, Tyler Breeze, and Joseph Connors all wrestling. Joseph Connors we took from UK. Jay White, obviously, we hired, and other guys aren't just really on the card, so it's a good opportunity to give them some opportunity to shine. Jay White does defeat everybody. It's an elimination match, so it's Connors, then Priest, then Breeze, and finally Morrison. Should give him a good momentum boost. Morrison is definitely head above everybody else in terms of performance, though. Connors is the weakest right now. He got above average rating for his gimmick. Connors did an old school face gimmick as average. I know he's usually a heel, but we figure for a face for now, on the undercard, we'll be fine. Overall, it's not bad. It's a good way to start the show. Did it get the crowd hotter? No. So it was a work the crowd match. It didn't look like it did its job. Got the show off to a good start. So no, I did. Okay. So it's not bad. And then Jay White obviously grabs a mic. Got the crowd hotter here with this too. Says after his win, he introduces himself, says he's the Switchblade, and he's looking to cut up anybody in the competition to get his way to the top. No one is safe. Be warned. And so we move him up and debut him. We start the show proper with a triple threat between Dark Candice, the current NXT Women's Champion, versus Sasha Banks and Ronda Rousey. It's okay, actually, all things considered. Most of that is Ronda. Had decent wrestling, a decent reaction from a crowd. Ronda Rousey defeats Dark Candice and Sasha in 12 minutes. Dark Kansas actually takes the pin or the submission due to a distraction where Johnny Gargano ran in and actually pushed Dark Candice down and allowed Ronda to kind of get the win. Ronda was really off her game. Did get the crowd hotter, though. There's a hint at a Dark Candice face turn that may happen later because you guys hate me. And I have some stuff to do, so it's fine. There's some booking decisions that have been questionable in this save, but, you know, hey, we're WWE, okay? If people are furious about booking, then it's their problem. They can watch something else, right? We do gain heat for the Evil Candice storyline. Overall, the match is pretty good. Ronda is now our NXT champion. We will not continue with that. Ooh, Gargano is bad at everything in the save. Kathy interviews Gargano backstage about his attack on his wife. He says he wants to get Dark Candice back. He's going to get Dark Candice back tonight, any means necessary. He's going to do something that's never been seen before on NXT, and he's going to get in the ring, and one of the two of them will be leaving, and he's going to bring her back if it's the last thing he can do. Kind of crazy. It's actually cooled the crowd a little bit, unfortunately. Hopefully this heats up the crowd, though. We have a tag match for the championship between the Revival and Lucha Brothers. Had good wrestling, decent reaction. Lucha Brothers defeat the Revival in 15 minutes. Was it Phoenix defeated Dash Wilder by pinfall, and we gave him as a quick roll-up just to kind of build up a storyline between the two of them. Got the crowd hotter. Scott Dawson, kind of, both of their gimmicks aren't great. We might have to look at that. Gain some heat with the top guys storyline. Overall, they're about evenly matched. Dawson's high-flying. What are you doing? It was a pretty good match, actually. And then the Revival ultimately lose their tag team championships, and now the Lucha Brothers are NXT Tag Team Champions. Afterwards, we have the Revival looking shocked at the Flash loss, and they don't consider that a loss, right? Because it got rolled up. It was cheap. Them damn Lucha Brothers with their flippy nonsense, getting them distracted or something. That too shiny. Rope was too oily. I don't know. There's some excuse, and we'll hear about it later. The Revival will give their excuse for why they lost. We have our cage match between the new Undisputed Era and Dishonored. So the teams, the mid-tier singles competitor and the tag team for each team. Marty's not on the show, but Adam Cole is in the main event, so it's not going to be a four-way or it's not a trio, it's a quattro match. I've never seen that, but it's going to be a trios match in the cage. It's pretty good. Didn't have much heat, though. The new Undisputed Era does, in fact, defeat Dishonored. Jay Briscoe powers through and defeats Roderick Strong by pinfall with a double underhook. Got the crowd buzzing. Mark Briscoe, man. Dude, you can work. Has a 70 in-ring performance. This was a steal the show match, so they went out there and did it. This is a great match. 62 is not too bad. It's much better than I thought we were going to get, especially considering Dalton's kind of the weak link here with Roderick. And actually, Bobby Fish is a little bit weaker than Broderick. But Dalton definitely the weaker of the in-ring performers here, and still not bad. All right, so we're brought up to Gargano versus Dark Candice in a last man standing match. Johnny Gargano beats his wife for 16 minutes until she cannot continue. Gargano was held back by the chaotic nature of this match. Crowd didn't like it. Apparently didn't care that much about the integrated wrestling, that we'll see later on if that gives us a negative effect. But ultimately Gargano wins, and Dark Candice gets the dark beat out of her. She rises up. The evil's gone, and she's now back to her old self. Hugs Johnny Gargano. The hint at the turn is not doing well. Too bad. It's gonna happen. It went badly. We know. This segment actually didn't do too bad, though. But the boy, Bray is going to be pissed off at this match. But it's fine. We'll live with it. All right, we have a promo just showing a video package of The Fiend versus Keith Lee. It's actually supposed to be the North American, not U.S. I think I had a Freudian there. Featuring Bray and Keith Lee. It does pretty okay, actually. A lot of heat there. The match, not so much. It's actually a decent match, but Keith Lee defeats Bray Wyatt in the strap match in 11 minutes. Bray is furious. Keith Lee was the first to touch all four corners. Bray had touched all four corners earlier, but the referee had been unconscious, so had missed it. Try to preserve it a little bit for him. Bray was visibly tired. Keith Lee was visibly tired. Two crazy set matches. It was overbooked. Yeah, it's a shit show. Afterwards, we do an okay thing of Keith Lee holding up his belt. Fiend stares off at him after the match and disappears and within smoke and flash. Maybe it's over between them, maybe not. I wanted to try to give Keith Lee a huge boost in momentum, and getting a win over Bray, even if it's slightly tainted, should be a huge momentum gain. We have the bro-off Matt Riddle versus Zack Sabre. I don't know why it's the bro-off for Zack Sabre. It's the Technicos clashing. They had great chemistry. It really showed. The match is pretty good. Lacked psychology, which is unfortunate. It was a technical match. It wasn't not right to feed into a rowdy crowd, so we kind of messed that up. But it had great wrestling, decent reaction. Matt Riddle has 68. Zack has 78. Having the technicals clash made sense. And ultimately, Zack Sabre defeats Matt Riddle by submission. Of course, we can't, we can't have Zack lose. He just kind of got here. And now we have our brotherhood separation match, I guess. Xavier Woods, best friend of Zack Ryder, who's turned evil now. Zack Ryder's trying to get him back, but it does not work. Xavier Woods defeats Zack in 20 minutes with a submission. Xavier's pretty good. Zack, not so much. Match is fine. Not much to say about it. Could have been better, but overall, I think Xavier did what we needed him to do, so that was pretty good. I'm not terribly upset with the rating. And this kind of made up for it. Great segment afterwards. Ryder pleads with Woods to come to his senses. This is not who you are. Woods screams, Xavier's dead, and then super kicks Zack's head off. Zack just lays there dead to the world. Did a great job here, and we fully cement Xavier as now a heel. We've been building this up for a while, and we've kind of now fully moved to it. Now it's our time to really figure out where we want him to go. If you have some good ideas for heel Xavier Woods, let me know. I definitely have a few, but I think it might be pretty fun to book. In our main event, it's not great. It's decent, but it can't stand the rest of that. Adam Cole, Jay Lethal, Velveteen Dream in a ladder match. Jay Lethal defeats them in 30 minutes. It's a long match, too. Jay Lethal retrieves the belt and becomes NXT champion. Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream just can't necessarily keep up in terms of performance here. There's not much to say about it. Velveteen was the weak link, though honestly not by that much. Leaves us with a 52. It's not great, but this is the last that Cole and Dream will be in the main event for a while, so we can always move them down the card, and I think Xavier's going to be up there, Bray's going to be up there, so we'll be fine. And we end the show with a celebration of Jay Lethal holding the belt up and becoming the NXT Championship. kind of odd. A never WWE now here in NXT winning the title. It's kind of a cool moment, so we want to celebrate that. Ends the show with a 59. It's not as good as we've been doing. So that's a problem. It is a pay-per-view, so it should count more for us. We might have to wait for the next pay-per-view from AEW to come out to score it, though. Let me give Bray. Bray's really upset, guys. Bray might walk on me. He's really upset. We'll see. We'll see how he feels. It's not good, though. I can tell you that right now. Even with the tainted, even with him dominating, even with me protecting him, anything I could do, he was like, "No, you cannot have Keith Lee go over." It was so bad that I was thinking just screw jobbing it, just to really go crazy. Good news, everyone. Suzuki's back to 100. What drug user, right? It's gonna be drugs. Yeah, fine. It's fine. Whatever. I should just get rid of it, but buy rate's 0.16. That sucks. What are you gonna do though? Braun Strowman radio. Oh no, I'm scared whenever Braun Strowman's on the radio. Interesting tidbit revealed that he didn't like working against people smaller than himself. Okay. Anything else going on? I don't think it's possible to see when AEW's next pay-per-view is it? Let's see. Because we will have to wait to score it to go up against theirs. Business, storyline, size, schedule. All right, so they have Times of Trouble coming up in January. So we will have to score it from there. And we're going to have to look at what it ends up coming out to be. So that's going to be our litmus test. I think it's the easiest way to score these. The other thing is that we could do is we can combine and then divide for those matches, but it doesn't make sense. So we'll just wait for their pay-per-view to come back and score this, which we should be able to pull back up, so it shouldn't be a big deal. But 59, 8,000 attendance, low buy rate. I think they're going to easily beat this, unfortunately. I mean, that is what it is. I don't know. It'll be fine. Bray's annoyed. It's annoyed. We'll let him simmer for a bit. He'll be fine. Jesus. So it gives us some options. We need to flip Candice back from Dark Candice to regular Candice now. I didn't see a penalty to us here for our product. I didn't see any complaints about the intergendered. But I'm pretty sure women have a division. They should be upset at that, I thought. We'll see. But I did. We have the new tag team. Progressive AF. Bianca Belair and Candice LeRae will be joining us at the next NXT, gunning for the NXT tag team titles. I can't wait to see them challenge the Lucha Brothers. Maybe it'll be in a light tube match. Why not? Christ. You guys did this. I just want you to remember this is not me. This is you. Oh, man. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get over to the wheel. We still have to spin the meddler, even though we don't know what our ratings are yet. All right, we are ready to meddle. Still got 4 on there, so still a high chance of getting meddled with. Gonna be a problem. Let's go ahead and spin. No meddling. We are safe. Safe for now, but for how long, I do not know. But that will at least give us some opportunity to deal with these problems, because I'm going to tell you right now, when that tag team starts to move up the ladder, there's going to be some problems. Who knows? Maybe we're just going to push them to the moon. That was TakeOver Philly. Next episode will be another episode of NXT Live. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.